What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Untitled Podcast. I'm your host, Ronnie from New Jersey. And as always, this episode is brought to you by Golficity and presented by our friends over at Towel Tag. Folks, we got a good show. Episode 60. The big 6-0, kid.
Who is number 60 in the world?
Oh, Jesus. I have no idea. Number 60? It's such a shitty number.
Jabba Chamberlain? Nah, Jabba was 62.
60?
62 was Jabba.
60's like over, or no, 55 is over the hill, isn't it?
Over the hill.
Yeah, like when you're too old, you're, on the, over the hill, like on
50.
The back end.
50. Back.
Really, it should be 45 because people don't really live much past 90 anyway.
Number
so
60. That's
60.
like a long snapper number.
No. I don't know. I can't think of any number 60s.
Not famous 60s, at least.
I know I'm missing somebody. There's got to be somebody from back in the 70s.
Can I look it up?
Defensive lineman. So there's got to be somebody.
Zach's got it.
60s. 60. Yeah, famous sports number 60s. Slow-mo. Take a look.
Was Jabba Chamberlain 61?
Yeah, 61 makes more sense than 62.
I thought it was 62. We're going to have to check that.
But anyway, either way, folks, congratulations to nobody. I don't know why I said congratulations, but we're here for episode 60, all right? And, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, right? But first, I want to just say I appreciate having you. Thanks for if you're subscribed and you've been here before, we love having you. Thanks for coming back. And if you're new, welcome to the show. I mean, welcome. It's Inside Another Podcast. I'm Ronnie from New Jersey, and this is basically a comedian's take on golf. We're not your normal kind of golf stuff. We give you tips here and there, but I'm an average golfer. Jeremy's a little bit better. Jeremy, the producer's with me, and also Slow-mo's on the controls today. We're here. I'm all over the place. It's a Monday. It's early morning Monday. We're trying to bang this thing through. He thinks he's playing golf tomorrow, but I have a feeling the course is going to email him today and tell him not to come.
Golf on Wednesday, golf on Thursday, golf on Friday.
We're getting the bug, folks. It's getting exciting here in the Northeast. It's like all of a sudden the snow is starting to go.
No, it's gone.
No, it's not gone. There's still snow depends on where your house is and how the sun hits your house.
Well, you live in
because I got no snow on my house, but then my across the street neighbors, they still got snow on their front lawn. Because
nobody on my block has snow. It's because you live in the mountains.
That's, well, I guess compared to you, it is mountains, right?
Yes, it is the mountains.
It's not, I don't think it's the mountains. Like up here's more mountains than I think where I'm from.
Up here's more mountains.
Yeah, I guess whatever.
You're still mountains.
I don't. What do you got? Otto Graham.
Who's that?
You don't know who Otto Graham is?
I heard the name. I just forgot. Remind me who he is.
Oh, who is he? Who is he? No, Otto Graham. No, he was. I don't know much about Otto Graham.
What team? What year? Who did he play with?
He was definitely played in the 50s. I was going to say Browns. I'll be a son of a bitch. Was he a quarterback? Quarterback for the Browns in the 50s?
60?
Number 60. Quarterback.
As a quarterback?
As a quarterback.
You know that's not his age?
Things were fucked up back then. No, it was that. I'm telling you, I knew that there was a famous 60.
60.
I would have never have gotten Otto Graham.
60.
But quarterback for the Browns back in the was it even earlier than the 50s?
No, in the Browns in 46.
Well, I said the 50s, so 46. So 46 to what? Yeah, he played in the 50s.
60.
Number 60.
As a quarterback.
Quarterback 60. Oh, he was one of the best of all time.
How do you know?
Because I've been to the NFL Hall of Fame.
Or you were just alive in 1946.
Well, no, I didn't.
And now you're doing a podcast at 97.
What?
You were alive in 1946. Now you're doing a podcast at 95. Can you imagine 95 years old doing a podcast?
Yeah, it'd be great. Talking about fucking
anything because you wouldn't give a fuck.
Walkers, canes.
You wouldn't care.
Yeah, folks. So anyway, we got a couple things to talk about today. We're going to touch on, we got a caller that we're going to get to in a minute. We're going to touch on the Arnold Palmer Invitational, obviously. We're going to talk a little Bryson D Shambo and little Jordan Spieth. He just seems to be choking every Sunday, folks. But I think that's 3 top 5 finishes. 3 or 4 of the
3 or 5.
3 of the last 4.
Pebble, the one before Pebble, which was the base management. Riviera.
3 of the last 4, he finished in the top 5. So he's getting closer.
Genesis? Was he?
And closer and closer. That's Riv.
Genesis was Riv.
So anyway, 3 of the last 4, he's been in the top 5, so he's back. He's back, but he hasn't closed. So we're going to get into a little bit about why we think that might be. We're going to talk a little bit about some sponsorships type of stuff. I got a little question that I want to pose to Jeremy and see what he has to say, and then we'll see what else comes about, because I'm sure something else will come up that we'll talk about. So anyway, Arnold Palmer, what do we got? Bay Hill, beautiful Orlando, Florida.
I was just there.
I'll be there next month. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll be there next month, taking the kids to Disney.
Yeah, I was just there when I went to Jacksonville because my flight got canceled, so I had to go spend my week in Orlando when we shot that one episode, 56 maybe.
Oh, in your
Aunts.
family, your aunt's
House.
You say aunt?
Aunts.
You said aunt.
Auntie.
Never understood the difference. Aunt and aunt.
Well,
I mean,
aunt is A-N-T. You get somebody to use silent. Aunt. Aunt.
Nobody says aunt. What do you say, aunt? Like your Aunt Rosemary or your Aunt Rosemary? What do you mean it goes back? How does
Well,
it go
I
back
just
and
say
forth?
Titi. Auntie. What about like?
Auntie. I'm not a
Titi.
fan of auntie.
Well, we say it in Spanish, like in my.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. Well, you're talking like that. That comes from the Spanish, like
no,
aunt.
we say Titi.
The fuck is
It's
Titi?
Titi and Tio are aunt and uncle in Spanish.
Ah, all right. I didn't know that.
So I don't really say.
But anyway, well, whatever. So, go ahead. So yeah, you were there. We did the episode there when you were okay. Good, right? And
You're going to Disney.
Orlando. Yeah. I mean, it's
Are your kids even of age to go to Disney?
what?
They're not gonna. You're gonna have to go back.
Bro, Disney has you wrapped by the balls for like 12-year span.
Yeah, and you're paying $12,000 for the trip.
Actually, no, because we booked it during COVID.
Oh, so sorry.
So literally, it was
$10,000.
like, hey, don't worry if you don't want to come because you don't feel comfortable. You don't have to. But
$10,000 instead of 12. Sorry.
no,
It's still an
no,
expensive
it's
trip,
a
though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And
But
then you're gonna have to go again with Veronica when you're.
You all know how we love our friends over at Towel Tag. Not only are they the best damn towel holder on the market, but they're also introducing the Hole-in-One Club. And here's how it works. You head over to TowelTag.com. All right, you upload anything you got. Pictures, dates, times, scorecards, whatever you got. You got a picture of the ball in the hole with your foot, a little foot in the picture. They're going to enshrine you on the Wall of Fame at that Towel Tag headquarters, and they're going to commemorate this amazing feat with a towel tag, customized with everything you want on it to show your friends, your playing mates, your partners, whatever, that you, and only you, have had a hole-in-one. I had one. No witnesses, but we're not going to tell anybody that. I had one. If you had one, contact Towel Tag on the website, toweltag.com. Be sure to enter coupon code ITL for exclusive deals and offers, right, whenever you're there. But check them out, folks. We love our Towel Tag. It's the best damn towel holder on the market, folks. I said it once. Get that country club feel without paying for the country club with our friends at toweltag.com. Now back to the show.
My daughter's of age.
Well, she's going now, yeah.
When she's of age and older.
You're going to have to go every 2 years.
I hate Disney, bro. I hated Disney as a kid.
Oh, God, no. That's silly.
I'm
Disney's
more of a
sick. My
univer-
son is going to freak out about the Star
I'm
Wars stuff.
more of a Universal guy.
Well, I mean, yeah, dude. Okay, that's good.
If you
But
like
Disney's
Star
got
Wars is in
Marvel
Disney?
now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought.
Disney bought Marvel. Disney bought Star Wars. Disney's buying everything.
So then, what's at Universal then?
What's at Universal? I don't know. Like Jurassic Park. And
DC.
Warner Brothers is DC, so I don't know if it's. I don't think it's at Universal.
Like there's like
no.
Hulk rides there, no?
I don't know. I haven't been to fucking
Rocket
Universal.
Man.
Who's a rocket? You're a rocket man. What are you talking about?
There's a.
Anyway, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Bryson D Shambo, Jordan Spieth, and we said that already. So, all right, get Arnold Palmer Invitational. Holy shit, I got to my friend busted my balls. He told me, he said, "Ron, stop drinking 5 gallons of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts every day."
I drank 2 cups today, and I just drank a Red Bull.
So you're jittery.
No.
He's jittery, folks.
Nothing. That
He's
shit
gonna
don't
be
do nothing.
shaking.
To me.
Oh, coffee, no, everything to me.
It
Okay.
doesn't.
All right, so
drink
what are we talking about, Bryson D Shambo? What'd you think of the nonsense that was going on there?
What
I mean, this
nonsense?
guy's got this thing rocking.
He's bombing the ball.
He's bombing the ball. I mean, did you see the video on Saturday on 6?
And then on Sunday, he hit it 7 yards further.
No.
377 on Sunday.
It was like 340, I think. On
377 Sunday. 370 on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Did he hit the green with it?
No, but he could have if he took the line to the green.
But he didn't take he took the line maybe 20, 30 yards
to the right
of the green on Thursday. On Saturday.
Saturday.
And he blasted it, right? And it was like,
in the rough.
Great. But
it
would have hit the green.
Of course.
Right, had he have gone for the green.
He would have went over the green.
It would have hit the green and would have went over the green, right?
And
it's disgusting what he's doing.
So Sunday he drove the ball. So Saturday, where he drove the ball in the right rough. Sunday he drove the ball in the bunker, left of where he hit it on Sunday. Saturday, sorry. 370. He said 7 yards further than he hit it on. I'm sorry, hit it 7 yards closer to the hole than he did on Saturday.
Lee Westwood. There was one of the. I guess it was Sunday.
Yes.
He was 163 yards closer to the hole. It's insane.
Here's the crazy part. Ready? On Sunday, he was almost 200 yards away from Bryson. The drive, both made birdie.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
That goes to show you. I mean, and that's, and that kind of goes back to the whole don't change the equipment type of thing. Like, you can still birdie holes. Right. You just got to be good with your 6-iron,
right.
And he's got to be good with a wedge.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is, but like it's still doable, But I love the atmosphere. I saw a video on Saturday. I saw another one on Sunday, and I saw another one today, an elongated version of it. Really, really, really good, of him walking up to 6. People talking to him, let's get the filet mignon out. Let's go for the steak. Get the big dogs got to eat. They were basically. It must feel awesome to have fans back, especially because now he's hitting the ball like this.
See, but he was like pulling off a whole bunch of times too. I feel like he was getting annoyed. He pulled off the I was following him all day on Sunday.
Well, because people are getting excited. He's starting to get those huge, loud, barstool type, rowdy fucking
They call them stoolies.
I know what they call the barstool people, but it's not just barstool people, but it's just like the whole young generation that are following him, like my generation did for Tiger, which they still do for Tiger because Tiger's Tiger, but you know what I'm saying? Like that rowdy, I think more people are starting to, maybe that's what it is. The younger people are all about Bryson, at least his demographic, his fans. The older people might be the ones that have a little bit more of a problem with it. I know that's a little bit of a mix. Whatever. I'm rambling now.
I think the younger people are just like to see bombs.
Bombs and excitement. Like the guys bringing excitement to the game. Like McGuire and Sosa and Canseco, all those guys did to baseball.
Canseco's a rat.
Yeah, he's a rat. We talked about that already.
Fuck him.
That's got nothing to do with the fact that he hit bombs.
Well, think about Tiger.
Went bananas because of it.
Well, think about when Tiger was coming up. He was doing something different than everyone else, hitting the ball further than everybody else. And that's what attracted. And he obviously was winning too.
But Tiger was doing those things, but didn't have the. He got excited. I don't know. It just seemed to me like it was different. Like Bryson throwing his arms up.
That was good.
Like going nuts when he hit the drive with that line, 350, 60, 70 yards, whatever it was. But that's awesome to me. Like that is absolutely phenomenal. Like I loved that aspect of it. It was like a long drive competition. It wasn't even like you were watching a PGA event. Like it was like an exhibition.
Yeah.
It was. I love it. I'm a fan of his. Bro, his back, dude, when he was going like this, he's
so fat,
dude. He is so big, dude.
He's huge now.
Dude, but
he was always big. Like he wasn't a skinny guy. No, even when he was not what he was now, he wasn't that skinny. I was looking at pictures of him from 2013. He always had some sort of muscle on him.
Bro, he is swollen right now.
You're missing the point.
Yes, he was not a small guy. I get it. He didn't look like Bubba fucking Watson 2 years ago. I get it. He was tall. He was athletic. Now he looks like he went from being a, free safety body type to a
Defensive
fucking
end?
middle linebacker.
Not DN. DN.
He is thick,
Yeah, he is.
swole.
He's too tall to be a
He
mid
blew
linebacker.
up like a tick. Well, I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about width, like the frame.
DN.
The frame. He is. I don't know, dude. It just like it screams juice to me.
See, but Bay
Like
Hill,
I don't think it is.
Bay Hill is a tournament where you can get away with long distance. But think about it. On that par 5-6 hole, right? He didn't make eagle not one of those days, in which he probably should have. Being 115 yards out in your second shot, you can't make eagle. That's pretty bad. His wedges, both on Saturday and Sunday, didn't even make it to the green. It was short both times. Then he had to chip up, knocked it in close for birdie.
Yeah.
You see, so
I
like
mean,
Bay
yeah.
Hill is a place where you get away with it because it is distance helps you. But like a course where distance doesn't help you and you have to be tight and narrow, that's where the problem comes into play.
Well, of course. Now, but I love what he's doing. I love that. I think this was his 8th win on tour. Check that for me, Slow-mo.
I guess.
I think that was his 8th win on tour.
I kind of like the guy.
You waffle. You're a waffler on him. You're either on the train, off the train. You hate him, you love him. You're doing the workout like him. You're
I'm
you're
on the
you're,
bus.
you're going. You're a waffler.
I'm at the bus stop.
I've been on his train because I think it's good for the game. 8. You could have just gave me a thumbs up. He held up 4 fingers. And who holds up when someone says 8? Who goes like this? Who goes like? I go like this. 8. Give me 8 right there. Boom. Or even this. This is what I do. 8. He goes like this. And all he had to do was say, yeah, you're right. Confirmed, 8. 8 wins on tour. I love what the kid does for golf. I love that he looks at it from a different perspective. He's coming from all this science shit and whatever.
How many majors does he have?
How many majors? 1, I believe.
1.
Right? Didn't he win a major?
He won the U.S. Open. We know that.
Right.
But, I don't know how many. Is he have one before?
I
or
don't. No, I think that's it. No, because they made a big stink about the 1. Pretty sure he only has 1 major. Look that up, Slow-mo.
He has 2. 2 majors.
Oh, yes, 2. No, he doesn't. Oh, he was. No, he's got 1. So it's just funny. It was funny. But yeah, I love what he does for the game. I like that he's kind of a villain. All right, good. We got a confirmation on the 1. Again, he just gave me the thumbs up, but he pointed the 1 up. Put the sunglasses away. Put them away. We're not sponsored by them yet. We haven't. No, we haven't signed the deal. Put the things up.
You haven't.
Neither have you. No, I do know that. I do because I know you would have called me immediately upon the damn signing of the deal. So anyway, I love what Bryson does for the game. Some people think he's the villain, but again, I'm the Patrick Reed fan, so I guess I kind of gravitate to the villains. My son's a Darth Vader fan, so he's all big on Darth Vader. I guess it's just in me that I'm always rooting for the underdog and the villains. I guess not really underdog, but villain. Anyway, whatever. Big fan of Bryson D Shambo. Congratulations to him on getting the victory. It was a big purse. About $9.5 million purse, I think it was.
Yeah, the player.
That seems like a pretty big purse for not a major.
You sure it was $9.5 million?
That's what I saw.
Let's get it.
That's what. Let's get give us a look. See,
Here's why.
Arnold Palmer Invitational total purse.
Here's why I was off of the Bryson train for a little bit because he was predicted to win all 4 majors. Like he was the favorite for all 4.
I mean, we predicted by an asshole because we know that was never happening.
Yeah.
Like, there's only been one person ever favored to win all 4 majors in a year, and that's Tiger. I mean, and Jack maybe back in the day, but come on. Anybody saying that about a golfer today is just asinine. Go ahead.
And he didn't do it, so that's why I was off the train.
How many?
9.3.
9.3 million.
So what's the players at?
Yeah, check that because that's what's next on the docket, right? Is the players, and where's that? That's down
TPC
at
Sawgrass.
I like Sawgrass.
In Point Verde in Florida.
It's in Florida.
Point Verde, which is Jacksonville.
I thought it was in Jacksonville.
Yeah, Point Verde is pretty much Jacksonville.
It's close to Jacksonville. Okay, all right.
I should just live in. I know all of Florida, bro. It's insane.
TPC Sawgrass.
TPC Sawgrass.
There's that's the Island Green.
Yep.
Right. The Island Green and it's what?
Heart shaped. Do you know why?
The Island Green is heart shaped.
Yeah.
No, why?
Because the designer's wife wanted a hole that the woman can play too, so that's why she wanted a shorter hole for the woman, That's why it's so short, 126 yards, whatever it is. And
So the women and the men both play from the same tee box?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't know for a fact, but I know it's like the backstory. She wanted a shorter hole for the woman specifically
Okay.
on the same golf course, and it's heart shaped because she just liked hearts, and she put a heart shape. Some people think it's a liver bean. Some people think it's a heart.
Nobody calls it a liver bean, cuz it's called a kidney
Kidney bean, whatever the
Oh
fuck it
my
is.
God, this kid.
Whatever it is, bro.
Oh my God. It's a kidney
Whatever the
bean.
fuck.
It's a kidney bean. Oh, by the way, the press conference last week, my wife just cringed.
She did? Call her. Get on
She
the phone.
cringed. She cringed because right at the beginning, and I didn't even realize I said this. I was just like, what are you talking? I had to go to the videotape like Warner Wolf. Let's go to the videotape. I didn't believe her because
Why'd
she woke up, because she listens to like the podcast first thing Thursday morning to make sure that like as if anything's going to change. Like it's released. It's out there into the ether.
Ask her
like
if she wants me to send it to her on Monday.
Yeah, right. So she can check it. But I said when we were doing the press conference, and I didn't even believe it because I know that this isn't the right word, but I said in lieu of the comments.
Yeah, you told me this.
She blasted me.
Yeah.
It's in light of the comments. I'm like, yeah, I know. In light of the right. What do you, Lou? I didn't say in lieu. I denied it up and down. I mean, I really didn't remember. I know in lieu does not mean what you know what I mean, the way I did. But yeah, no, I had to watch the videotape, but I did. I said in lieu of the comments instead of in light of the comments.
Yeah, we have a fact checker now.
We got a fact check. We have a grammar police. My
Professional.
wife, professional grammar police.
She handles all our contracts. on
But
the back
anyway,
end.
so Bryson D Shambo's really doing his thing, and we're talking about it. I think he's obviously feeling good.
Yeah.
You know, his wedges were meh, right? Obviously, he missed a few.
So get this.
Putting was solid.
Yeah,
I
putting
mean,
was solid.
he is solid.
Speaking
he
of
is
the
solid.
So get this, Ron. Right?
What do you got?
Bryson is doing all his distance work, and he's getting all his distance up, right? And he is a cover photo, and he's the main spokesman for the COBRA new rad driver. Yeah?
Mhm.
So, you know, he's all about the rad driver, 2021 driver on the PGA Superstore cover, on the, you know, all the commercials on the PGA Tour site, on the commercials doing stuff. He didn't even use that driver this weekend.
Yeah, I
Didn't use it.
Yeah.
Didn't use it. Cobra's going out of business. If you have stock in Cobra, let it go.
Stop. First of all, I don't think Cobra's a publicly traded company, but there's. All right, look, I knew I thought we were going to talk about this. I thought we should talk about this because this is
Insane.
all right. So
If I'm Cobra, I'm shitting bricks right now.
should all right. So right. So folks, for those of you who don't know, he used the new Cobra driver. They call it Rad.
Yep.
Whatever. Stupid.
It's rad, bro.
Maverick, Epic. It's just fucking
The
stop.
best name's
Just
the M5. Sim,
stop.
garbage.
Whatever.
M5,
Sim is
sick.
It's all stupid. Anyway. So he is the
ST200.
new Cobra driver that, as Jeremy said, was he's all over promoting it, right?
Just him, not even like Ricky or
He-
anybody.
Well, because he's the guy. If you're gonna sell a driver, he's the guy that's gonna sell it, not anybody else. So he turns around and at Riv, he wasn't hitting the ball good.
Pulls it out.
He was spraying. Leading up to Riv and the start of the season, obviously he did all these promos for the new club. Now I would imagine
Was using it.
that he was a part of the creation. I mean,
Sure.
he's a fucking rocket science for crying. You know what I mean? He tinkers more than anybody's ever tinkered in the history of the game. You know, with like cockamamie schemes. I mean, Tiger was a big tinkerer. You know, but this guy is like takes it to a different
Was
level.
it you that told me that? That was Keith that told me the story about Tiger and his 3-wood at Nike head covers.
Where he made them,
Like they gave him two exactly the same clubs.
and he knew that something was different.
And he gave one
knew
back.
one
It
was a
was-
half a gram heavier or
it was,
something
"This is
like
2
that.
grams lighter."
Yeah, something. Yeah,
No, it's
so-
not. They're the same club, Tiger.
He was right. But so Tiger was a tinkerer, and now Bryson tinkers like nobody's ever tinkered before. But you have to imagine he was involved in the creation, right? The production creation, the R&D going into it, because I'm assuming they're using his speed and his swing to cultivate and make this thing like what it is.
See, but wait. Not everyone has his swing. So
I understand that, but
you're not
it's what
making
sells.
you're
It's what sells.
right,
okay?
but you're making your money off the people like me and you buying this stuff.
If they make a driver, they're not going.
No one's going to buy the same setup as.
Correct. I know that.
So why should they make
But
it?
because he's got to use it. They got to make one for him to use. It's their company that he's sponsored
I get that,
by.
but
So wait, so here's the thing. So they make a driver. Now I'm assuming that the one he's using versus the one that's sold on stores is not the same setup.
I would hope
get
not.
that.
I would hope
right. But anyway,
I can use it. Not everyone can use it.
so they turn around, and I'm assuming he had a prototype, but I don't know how the contracts kind of go with the whole sponsors, but I would imagine, this is just my guess, that you can play with it, but you can't play in an event with it until it's released.
I don't think so.
Do you think that they can?
Sure.
You think they can start playing with it before it's available to the public,
Absolutely.
or
Absolutely, 100%.
But then you're gonna get shots of it to come out prior.
Yeah. At that point, there's nothing you can do.
I wonder. But anyway,
If not, don't give it to
all
him.
right, long story short, folks, he had it at Riv, didn't
he said
hit it
something
well,
wrong.
and he pulled it out of his bag. Right now,
That was 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
he puts the old one back in his bag.
It wasn't like the
And
F9 or the
he
F8.
Smoked it all week, like a long drive competition, right? And he wins. So I ask you, if you're the company, you said that your stance, right? Tell me what your stance is, right?
If I'm the
Should
company-
the pros be forced to use the equipment specifics, the specific equipment that they're being paid to sponsor? Like you just did. New driver comes out, new wedges come out. Jeremy's our guy. He's promoting him. He's all over. He goes into competition. No. You got to use it. Now, what do you think? Should they be forced to use something because they're sponsored and being paid to use it?
Force? No. But if it's a new product, I would want him to use it for a short amount of time just to promote it. So that's probably the clauses in the contract. But I'm upset if he's not using the new stuff because the new stuff's supposed to be better than the old stuff, obviously. So, why aren't you using the new stuff? It's new technology.
It's new
supposed to be better.
technology, but he's not comfortable. He's obviously not comfortable with it.
But you helped create this. Why aren't you using it? It's like if I made a product and I'm not even using my product. That's the stupidest shit in the world.
I think that he was involved in it, but
So why is he not playing it?
Because it's not comfortable with
So
it.
then go back and fix it.
Right, but
all
there's
to
no
say in the
time.
world.
They play every week, cuz.
Say, hey, I don't like this, and this needs to be fixed.
No.
Until then, I'll be using the driver that I used last year, not the driver that I used 5 fucking years ago.
He can't come out and say this needs to be fixed for all the people that already listened to him and bought the damn thing.
No, tell the company. Nobody needs to know.
No, yeah.
My question to that is, though, all right, you don't want that driver. Why aren't you using the F9? The driver that he's using is out of fucking stock. They're not making that driver anymore. So why as a company, why should we be happy that he's using it because he's promoting the wrong thing? I don't even make that fucking driver anymore. I'm not going to get orders for it. I'm not making money off of that.
I get it, but you are, because you are sponsored. You sponsored Bryson D Shambo,
but specifically
and he just raised the trophy. So therefore, you're going to sell more of those stupid hats. You're going to sell more Puma shoes. You're going to sell more Puma Cobra irons. You're going to sell more, putters, which I don't even know if he's using. I don't think they don't even make. They don't even make putters. He uses the sick putter, right? Yeah.
SIK. No free shoutouts.
For who?
And anybody, no free shoutouts.
What do you mean by that? We can't say the word sick on camera because
no free shoutouts.
So I feel like if I'm Cobra, I'm not happy that he's not using the new shit, but I'm happy that he wins.
Of course.
More so than the driver, because then we could just say, hey,
what the fuck is wrong?
He's just not comfortable with it yet.
That's a
I
terrible.
mean,
excuse.
but that's what. But what can you say to save sales?
But
You can't say that it's broken because
said
you
it
already
yourself.
sold a few. He hasn't used it enough to be comfortable with it. But what I'm saying is, why is that the case? He should have had this thing 6 months before it came out to do the tweaking.
So that's a poor excuse.
Yes, I think it is a poor excuse, but I am still thrilled that he won. I would rather, if I'm the company, I would rather him use the old Cobra driver if it means he's going to be raising a trophy with our logo all over him than him losing the tournament and using the new driver. I just think that it's better. You're better off winning.
I'm curious to see what driver he used at the U.S. Open.
I'm sure they're having a conversation right now with Cobra, being like, all right, listen, what do we got to do to fix this thing? Because we can't have you using a fucking driver from 10
I'm
years
gonna
ago.
check what his what's in the bag for the U.S. Open because
Why, you think it's out already? I mean, he just made a change last week to put the old
US
driver
Open
back
passed
in.
already.
Oh. Last year's U.S. Open?
The one that he won, yeah.
Well, he didn't have the new driver in it.
He was using the Speed Zone, which was the driver before the Rad. All right, folks, you know I'm a huge style guy, and the team over at Rhoback has been sending me their gear for quite some time now. I'm talking Q-zips, vest, hats, performance polos, even golf hoodies, and folks, you need to get your Rhoback gear immediately. Head over to golficity.com/Rhoback or click the link in the description below to get 15% off your first-time purchase. That's, again, 15% off by clicking the link in the description or going to golficity.com/Rhoback.
So he didn't even go back to that driver? He went
No.
back?
5 years ago back.
Wow.
That's the problem I'm having with it if I'm Cobra.
So, I mean, look, he might have just felt that the way the course was laid out, I mean, the fact that he didn't go back to the one that he won the U.S. Open with
But here's the thing.
tells you that, like, maybe this kid is, like, so dialed into this shit that he knows exactly which of his last 5 drivers are good for which course, in which case this is not really that big of a deal. Because then we got to see what he has in next week.
And here's what
Let's see what he has in next week. If he goes back to the
Speed Zone.
Speed Zone, or if he goes back to the if he goes back to the one that he used, now it just might be in his head and he's really comfortable with it and he's like, sorry. But maybe he goes back to the Rad. Fucking Rad. What a dumb name. Rad. What does it stand for, you know?
Rad, like California.
No, that's definitely not. Find out slow-mo. Tell me what the it's probably like resistance, aeronomical, deceleration. Something stupid.
Yo, but here's the problem
What?
with that.
What's the problem? I don't even know. What did I say that that you have a problem with?
That he's going back 5 years ago and using something that's like
That I'm telling you right now, he's so anal about his shit and the science and the physics of everything that maybe the wind. I mean, maybe this thing cuts better in the wind. Maybe he's got it set up with a lower trajectory. I mean,
you can do that with any fucking driver, Ron.
no shit.
This is
We
like I
can
like
go
the
all
guy.
day back and forth on this.
I like the guy, but I don't support
You
his
don't
fucking
like the
theory.
guy.
I don't
You don't
support his
like
theories of the science behind the golf and shit like that. Like just use
well,
any
then
fucking
you're
driver.
just
Go to club
fucking
champion.
stupid.
Go to
then.
club champion and get fit. Like, come on.
What?
Go get fit.
Fucking what?
It's a joke. Relax.
Stop
it was a joke.
Stop it.
But that's ridiculous. Like,
But
if
no,
I'm Cobra-
I do believe that this, the sponsorships are, it's important for these brands that you're using the new shit.
Fuck, we
That's
gotta
why they bring people in to use the good shit to help them create what they want. And then they tweak it, obviously, for mass production and for sale.
Hey,
but
Ronnie,
yeah,
I gotta cut you off.
well, you don't have to do anything.
No, we have a call we didn't
Well,
get
then
to.
we could get to it when I'm done talking. You don't need to cut me off. What the fuck is that? I'll cut, you know what? Get out of that chair. Stand up. Reposition again.
No.
He's losing his chair.
No.
Next week he's fucking standing, folks. We're gonna just keep every time he does something I don't like. We're gonna.
How about I come in suit next
Oh,
week?
by the way, the phone should be in a box.
I have a call to get to.
Ha. Where's the box?
It's gone. I threw it out. Can we get to this call?
Yeah, sure. I don't even remember what I was saying anyway, so we might as well get to the call. The RAD. Oh, what does the RAD stand for?
Made in California. Huh?
No, it can't be.
Made in California.
It can't be.
Where's Bryson from? Do you know?
What?
Where's Bryson from? California?
I don't know.
Because if he is, that's 3 weeks in a row California winner, and it supports my statement.
What statement?
Hey guys, it's John from Charleston, South Carolina again. Want to thank you so much for taking my call last week.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I get on your nerves by calling in, just let me know. It's
No.
fun. I think I'm enjoying the show so much. It's fun just to be a little bit part of it. But Ronnie, I think Jeremy, you are too. But guys, I'm a diehard Yankees fan down here in Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow.
Been some aggravating past couple seasons. I know we've had good acquisitions with members on there. What's your all's thoughts on the Yankees this year? You think we don't win a championship this year? Is Aaron Boone gone? We're going to have a shutout year. What's your all's thoughts on the Yankees this year? We'd love to hear your all's feedback and see if your thoughts are connected with mine. Thanks again for all you all do.
Aaron Boone's back.
My
by the
man
way.
John. My man John, 2 weeks in a row. I love it. Way to go, John. Keep calling. He can't go. What did he say? Let me know if I'm annoying or something? No, absolutely not. Keep calling, Charleston. How the hell is someone from Charleston, South Carolina,
That's the first
a
problem.
Yankee fan?
They don't have any pro teams.
Well, when I lived in South Carolina,
Guarantee he's a big
90%. Well, listen, when I lived in Myrtle Beach, when I went to school there, all of my friends that were from South Carolina, and I could probably say maybe 80% of them were Atlanta Braves fans.
Braves.
A lot of Braves fans.
Mm-hmm. Georgia.
Right. I mean, it's,
How far is that?
No, I mean, it's the next state down, so it's not that far. But
There people from not South Carolina, like retirees in South Carolina.
no, they're yes. I mean, retirees in Florida are from New York. Retirees in South Carolina
are from. That's my question.
like Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, they call them the snowbirds. Yeah, they come down from Canada.
So they're.
But I mean, but South Carolina. I mean, people from this area go down there
What's your
and
favorite
retire.
football team down there then?
Panthers.
That's right. Yeah.
No, but like where I like Myrtle Beach, Charleston, they're big Gamecock fans. It's big college football, obviously SEC stuff.
Not Coastal.
No, not Coastal. But in Myrtle Beach, the Myrtle Beach, and here's the Atlanta Brave kind of thing. South Carolina, I do think the majority of those baseball fans are Braves fans. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans, was the single A, it might be double A now. When I first got there, the team just was created. The stadium was just created and built.
By
It's
Broadway,
pretty cool.
by the beach, right?
Right at Broadway at the beach.
I played there.
Great. They
Hit a homer there.
are great. Did you throw a fucking no-hitter too? I mean, Jesus
I
Christ.
do six shutout innings.
So, of course you did.
We lost two.
You lost 2-1. You had a home run and you threw 6 shutout innings.
I got taken out in the 6th, and we lost in the 7th. 1-0. Why I got taken out in the 6th, I don't fucking know.
Well,
but I got
you
taken out
had
in
a
the
high
6th.
pitch count, I bet.
95 pitches.
But your arms were noodles about to fall off.
I know. I said, let me go. Let me go.
Anyway, how many innings was the
Fucking
game?
idiot. 7.
7 in a game. You
Yeah.
went 6, then wouldn't let you go out for the 7th.
No, fucking idiot coach.
It is what it is. Wow, it's wrong. It's just blast out your coach like that. I mean,
I don't care.
apparently. So anyway, the Myrtle Beach Pelican single at the time it was a single A baseball affiliate of the Braves.
Yes.
So all the players would used to come to the club, after their games and shit, and hang out and party, and then they would get called up. Who was the second baseman?
Brandon Phillips.
No, if you say his name, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I would say late 90s, maybe like 99, 2000, right around the turn.
Chipper Jones.
No, he was. He turned into like an all-star second baseman for the Atlanta Braves.
When did he
He
retire?
came through. He came through the melon. He played, was drafted by the Braves and started his ball in the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. And he used to come to the club all the time. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of his name. Oh, it's driving me nuts. He's like a known. Like if you say the name, it's like a known
Dan
player.
Ugla.
Was it?
Then he went to the Marlins after.
I don't think it was Ugla. No. He was very short. I think he had a brother that also played. They played, I think it was second and short, but I believe it was the second base. Anyway, why am I even caring about this? But anyway, so John, thanks for calling in. So they're mostly Braves fans. I'm curious to know how the hell, in the comments, let us know how the hell are you a Yankee fan? But I guess, they're kind of like, why are people Dallas Cowboy fans? It's just like.
Was it Marcus Giles?
That might have been it. Giles.
2001 to 06. Play for the Braves.
That might have been it. That doesn't ring. It's not ringing the bells.
That's
I
the
know
only-
the name sounds familiar.
That's the only one it could be.
Second baseman played
Yeah.
for the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Maybe it was him. It was another player.
Anyway,
too,
answer John's question. What do you think of the season this year?
I'm excited for it. It's baseball. I'm ready to go.
Here's the thing.
I think that the Yankees are going to just absolutely just, as long as they don't get injured,
So
they're going to decimate.
on that note, Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton were working out together all off season, and they're working with a new trainer that the Yankees hired. And the trainer immediately told them to lose weight.
Both of them.
Both of them. And they're both skinny. And now
Giancarlo lost weight last year
And
and
he's
was ripping.
right, and now he
And now he just looks fucking shredded.
and Aaron Judge lost weight now.
Really?
Having a slow spring training, but I think Gary Sanchez is going to have a good year. I really do think, despite all the talks of him, we added some great pitching on the mound. You know, you got Corey Kluber, which is a veteran. He's a great 4 guy. Don't sleep on Jordan Montgomery though. He's a great. Oh my God, his stuff is nasty as fuck. But then you got Luis Severino.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got Garrett Cole. You got
Yeah.
James Talon. You got Domingo Germán coming back. Severy's not
Yeah.
going to be back till June or July. But here's the thing that scares me. James Talon picked him up from Pittsburgh. Great friends with Garrett Cole. Corey Kluber, obviously got him from the Rangers.
Right.
Or we signed him. Domingo Germán.
Right.
Combined last year, threw for 3 innings. 3 innings, 3 pitchers threw for 3 innings. So that's
None of them pitched last year.
they were all hurt. So
It was a shortened season.
And they threw for-
it was only 60 games, so they
it's
would
a
have.
question mark.
It's
Yes,
a huge question mark.
yes, they're
But,
good, and yes, they look good in spring training. Bullpen to me this year, I'm skeptical about some things that we could have. We should have kept Canely. We should
Skeptical about.
skeptical about.
What's fucking you short? You just making up shit.
Should have
guys.
kept
You
Canely. I love the signing of Gardner, but the biggest pickup of the offseason was.
I'm glad we re-signed Gardner.
No, biggest pickup
he's kinda
was,
like the engine
LeMahieu.
that could. Oh, for sure.
Biggest
Oh my
pickup.
God, yeah. And
But we have some. I'm
I'm
problems.
surprised he didn't get that contract was a lot lower than I thought it was going to be.
Of course. And I told you on the show, like, yo, relax. No, there's no market for DJ right now.
That blew my mind. Blew my mind. But anyway,
I think he said that though. Like, he took less money so we can get other people too.
the Yankees, but that's the thing with baseball. The Yankees don't need someone to. It's not like the Buccaneers and like the Steelers having to restructure Brady and Big Ben's contracts just to sign or keep other people. Baseball's not like that.
But
I
think
mean,
about
he
but
would
wait.
If he made the decision to say I'm gonna forego $5 million a year to not go to the Mets to stay with the Yankees, that's a different story. But the Yankees aren't saying, well, we need you to take this because we have to go be able to have money to spend on other people.
But the cap space is all fucked up with COVID now.
There is no cap in baseball.
Well, not cap. But the budget is all fucked up. With
Well,
COVID.
yeah, because other teams it's affecting them. But the Dodgers and the Yankees, they sell more money in jerseys and hats than they ever have to worry about. They don't give having people in the stands. They don't care.
I think we do well. To answer your question, John, I think
No, they're winning. They're winning the AL.
I think we do well. For sure.
Who challenges them in the AL? Who are we worried about in the AL?
Me personally,
In the AL, yeah.
the White Sox. It's not even a joke.
I don't think that it was a joke. I just think that there's no way that when they're fucking trying to pitch to the Yankees and the Stripes, there's no way that the White Sox
And the
don't
Yankees
buckle.
can't fucking hit in the postseason anymore either. It's like
That's because we just put too much money behind the play.
But the White Sox are really good.
But I'm excited for baseball. I love Aaron Judge. My son loves Aaron Judge. We love watching Judge, and I can't wait for it to really count. So I can actually start watching it because I haven't had any time to watch any spring training ball.
But the Yankees look
You're
good.
all over it. You're on top of shit. I'm a casual baseball fan. I'm a Yankee fan, always been. Don Mattingly was my hero growing up. And
we have some problems though. Aaron Boone has really tough decisions to make because we have a stacked
what do you
batting
feel
lineup.
about Bone? Do you like Bone as a coach?
I guess fucking it's all decisions come from upstairs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Davey
I
Garcia? I forgot about
I
Davey
feel kind of
Garcia.
mad about Boone. I don't mind him being
Think
the
about
manager.
it. Managers don't make a much difference anymore.
No, I mean they really don't.
Baseball has changed so much. Like Joe Torre or Joe Girardi is way different from and that's half the reason why they fired Joe Girardi because he didn't want to take decisions from fucking Cashman, which he shouldn't anyway.
He shouldn't.
fuck is
No
Cashman?
GM should be making any decisions about who's starting and whatnot. The GM should hire the coach, and they should be on the same page, but the coach should be making all the decisions.
They got some tough decisions.
Just hire Cashman as the coach if he wants to coach. Manage.
He's yay big, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's a midget. But all right, so that's yeah, that's kind of our Yankee. Thanks, John, for the call in. Appreciate it.
They got
Keep
some tough
coming.
decisions.
And where's our other people? I mean, where are these people? Where's Manny? Where's George? George, instead of commenting 7 times on every video, George, do us a favor, give us a call. We want to hear your voice, buddy. You know, I want to hear what George. I want to hear what George sounds like. Come on, Georgie, let's go.
Yeah.
All the guys, KC, let's go.
Right.
Come on, people. Who else? Who am I missing the whole body? Let's go. Call it in. What's the number? Tell them put the number on the screen, please. You keep forgetting to put the goddamn number on the screen. No, don't even bother. Don't even try. Don't even try. You're gonna confuse people. Stop. But how long are we going?
Huh?
Well, which one is it? Is it 50 or is it 45? Oh, but you're just subtracting the nonsense at the beginning of the episode that's gonna get cut because we had to do the intro twice, and you got to also patch in the you got work to do.
I have nothing but time today. Going to the golf course.
Good for you. I'm proud of you. There's no golf course, bro. There's snow on the ground.
Going to the range.
Bro, it's so swampy and gross. I tried walking in the trail the other day. Forgot about it. I took 2 steps.
Oh, you're in the trail. No sun hits the trail.
Yeah, but well, that's not true.
It's nothing but leaves and shadows. Like, you seriously?
There are no leaves on the trees right now because it's the wintertime. There's no snow on the ground back there, which means the sun's hitting it.
Nah.
Yeah.
If snow even got back there.
Yeah.
Where'd you walk to? David Cookies?
What? That's so good. Folks, I love my house. Part of the reason I didn't want to buy a new house and I wanted to go through the painful process of putting an addition on my house. Ryan lived right behind a cookie factory. I swear to God. Bro. It's for a fat kid who loves cookies. Let me tell you something. It is the greatest thing. Now, you can't see the factory, okay? Behind my house is a big trail that spans 3 or 4 towns. It used to be an all railroad from the New York line, but they cut it off and the line goes somewhere else now, but it's a big trail. People walk on it. Beyond that, it's just trees for days, right? It's just a beautiful dirt bikes, ATVs. People going nuts in my backyard.
Bringing mine
It's pretty cool. But beyond all that, there is a David Cookie Factory.
They're all QVC, right?
I don't know where they are. I've never even had their cookies, but I don't care because on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think it's the sugar cookies.
At what time?
3:00.
When's the chocolate chip?
Dude, chocolate chips are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It is the fucking craziest thing in the world. I'll tell you right now, I get home, like if I got meetings for like customers in the morning, whatnot, like down South Jersey, whatever, I'm coming back home. I usually, whenever I'm like whenever I get out of my car around 3:00 to go into my house, I open the door and boom, it hits you like a fucking freight train. The smell of cookies, like you know, I like that smell when you're baking cookies in the house and the whole house smells like chocolate chip cookies. The outside, no matter where you are, it smells like cookies in my neighborhood. It is fucking amazing. It's like the Glade plugins, you know, the Glade plugins.
Yes.
Oh my God, but it's cookies.
Yeah.
It's hot cookies. Yeah. It's amazing. I don't want to leave. It's oh my God, you know, some places smell like trash. You know, it's like, no. You got the dumpling nearby, you know, no. Chemical factory, no.
Fucking cookies.
So if you're looking for a house, you don't know where you want to live, find a cookie factory and live near it. They must open the chutes at 3:00 or so. I don't know why. It's only between like 2 and 5. You know.
That's fun.
They must open the chutes and release, and they must do something because all of a sudden every day, maybe that's just when they're baking them. I don't know, but it is absolutely spectacular. What else we got? We got the players next week. That's going to be interesting.
What would you do if
we talked about TPC Sawgrass with the 17th heart-shaped hole?
What would you do if Odell Beckham went to the Buccaneers?
Whatever, fucking Odell Beckham. I'm done with him. I had him on my keeper fantasy league his entire career, and he's just a wasted spot for me right now. It's just he gets hurt all the time. I'm going to trade him, I think, to Adam, actually, because Adam has Baker Mayfield.
The question is,
I'm going to trade him for a second-round draft pick. That's how I feel about him. I'm going to give me a second-round pick for Odell Beckham. and then I'm gonna just build. I mean, my team is pretty stacked right now anyway. But I'm,
Oh, sure it is.
But I picked.
You didn't
you
even
know,
won
that receiver.
fucking league last year out of 10.
What's that?
You didn't even won one league out of 10 last year.
I know.
That's just a shitty
I
owner
know.
if you ask me.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, it was a bad year.
It's
It was a
shitty
bad
owner.
year. It was a bad
You need to
year.
get reassigned or something.
It was a bad year. It was a bad year. Well, you know, a lot of my things, everybody got hurt.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
all of my predictions early, because I draft similarly the entire time.
Who's the best
My
running back?
young guys didn't hit. You know what?
I mean, what young guys didn't hit for you? Your
Well,
Pittmans of the world,
Burrow and
Herbert.
Burrow and Herbert were phenomenal.
Right,
But
for me too.
that league is I don't look at that. That league is different. That keeper, that's a individual defensive player. That's a different fantasy football team. That's the only one I really care about. All the other ones, I'm saying, all the yearly fantasy ones, I usually pick up a young rookie running backs. I'm good with them late in the draft, and usually one of them hits. My strategy this year just didn't pan out. Like last year, I went like an idiot. I was reaching for Mahomes early, and it didn't pan out. This year, I didn't reach for Mahomes early. This year, I don't know. I didn't have a good year. Whatever.
You want to start
Fucking
fantasy
deal with it.
baseball?
No, it's too much.
It's for stupid.
I'm in a fantasy hockey league for work,
Ew.
and it was auto draft because I don't know enough about hockey to actually do a draft.
could've helped
I
you.
got Ovi, so
You got
I actually
PK?
I got one good guy.
You got PK Subban?
No, I got Ovechkin.
Ew, bro.
But I just don't know enough about hockey. I traded. I made 2 trades already just because I wanted some Devils on my team. That's
Jack
it.
Hughes?
I don't know. I don't know who I have. I don't know anybody's name anymore. I know Crosby and Ovechkin. And I know Patrick Kane. That's Tavares.
What
Is his
about Whitney?
name Tavares? I don't know anybody.
You don't know Whitney?
Chara. I know Chara. I missed the years of Ty Domi and Mark Messier and
And
all
Martin Brodeur.
Marty Brodeur and just Scott Stevens and
Marty Brodeur.
yeah. No, those were. That's when I really followed hockey. I don't really follow hockey that much. I'm in this league for work.
I'm a big
because,
soccer guy
everybody's
now.
in it. Yeah, I know. you're
EPL.
watching. I don't know what that even means.
English Premier League. Big Arsenal guy here. I need a new man. We need a new manager.
You said EPO?
EPL.
Oh, you said EPO, and then you said league.
English Premier League.
No, I know.
Need a new manager at Arsenal.
What else is going on?
Liga 1, 2.
I was not on Price is Right. For those of you who he doesn't have a microphone, Slow Mo just says, "Hey Ron, being that you were on Price is Right, Price is wrong, bitch." What?
You did say at one point that you were trying to be on Price is Right, right?
I hope
Yeah.
not.
What was I? What,
I hope not.
I did. We went to a taping, and we thought we were gonna get called. Yeah. No, you're not. Go ahead.
Price is Right. You fucking goofball.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No, I don't watch Oprah, bro.
So I don't know if you heard Slow Mo, but he asked because I was on Deal or No Deal that I happened to see last night's
Oprah's still on TV?
Meghan Markle. Yeah, she owns networks and shit, bro.
Yeah, I know she's still on TV,
Disney
though.
Plus. Well, yeah, she still does.
No, she
she's
owns shit.
streaming.
You own
She owns
whatever the fuck she
everything.
wants.
So anyway, Oprah sat down with Meghan Markle.
Is it still the Oprah show?
Dude, I don't know what it's called, bro. It was the Oprah Winfrey special with Prince Harry and Meghan
On
Markle.
what channel? CBS?
CBS. It was electric. It was fucking kind of cool. I mean, I'll bet you when the ratings come out later today that it was probably more people watching than the Super Bowl.
No way.
Guaranteed.
You're dumb.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Well, I guess maybe
you
not.
are standing up next week now for sure, just for that.
Maybe I guess
You
'cause of
are-
England.
What?
Because people watching like overseas.
People all over the world watch the Super Bowl, number one. Number two,
No.
I'll bet you the ratings for this special are higher than the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I bet you lunch.
You owe me lunch.
I'm
already.
sure I do.
3 lunches.
Whatever. Make it fucking 10. Doesn't matter. You're losing this one. Big time.
Okay, so I'll be down to 9.
No, this is all or nothing. This is double or nothing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm out.
I owe you 3. Well, this is for 6. So I owe you 6 lunches or nothing. The ratings on this are going to be a monster. So anyway, so those of you who don't know, so Meghan Markle, Deal or No Deal chick, she was on the show Suits, whatever. I mean, you all know what the hell who she is, right? It's impossible not to. Right. So her and Prince Harry, it was out there in the media, you know, the tabloids, that they were getting smashed, that they left, that she was a bully and everybody hates her and this, that. And I got to tell you, they did a little sit-down interview with Oprah. They right out the back, they said, we're not getting paid for this. That it was being reported that she was getting paid $7 million.
17.1 million viewers.
For what?
The interview last night. Now I'm going to go to the Super Bowl.
Fuck. Super Bowl, I think, was 20. Which was the lowest Super Bowl ratings, like, in history. Or,
Bro,
like, for, like, the last 10 years.
96.4 million.
What?
Viewers.
For what?
Down from 2020.
What?
Nothing.
How many? So, the interview last night was absolutely...
96.4 million.
It was electric, folks.
96.4 million. Chick-fil-A today. I want Popeyes tomorrow. Send me Delmonico's one of these days.
The final numbers haven't come out yet, all right? Let's just wait. We got to get with the UK. That was just in America.
No, it wasn't. It was viewing.
Oprah's legit.
Morton Steakhouse.
Oprah's legit. I'm trying to, in my head, think about what I want to say about this thing because there was a lot of loaded shit that went into it. Mm-hmm. I went into this not really giving a shit, to be honest. All right, my wife wanted to watch it. She had her kind of like, her thoughts, her expectations. She had her, ideas of what she was going to hear. And I got to tell you, I completely left that interview. It was funny. Me and my wife watched the same exact thing, and we didn't agree on what we were saying. Like, it was so funny. During the commercial breaks, my wife would actually say, do you believe? And I'm like, yeah, actually, I do believe her. A lot of things were said. So, look, the tabloids were crazy. They made a couple of, they insinuated a couple of things that I just don't think were actually right. But I believe her. When somebody is all right, they're all gonna. I don't know what they're saying yet in the media as far as like the reaction, but I'm sure it's gonna be electric. It's gonna be on both sides of the fence for sure. Because the media, the tabloids, and the royal family have got to be pissed for some of the shit that was said in this interview. They have to be. There's no doubt that they're not happy that they went public. But on the flip side, about them being trapped. Like they're trapped, that nobody could really actually come to their defense because there's a lot more that goes on behind. The one thing about this interview, they basically told you there's a lot more that meets the eye. Not to pull a Transformers kind of quote, but you think princesses and princes and kings and queens and the monarch and all this bullshit. Everybody watches the Queen, which, if you watch The Crown, you kind of get that it's like there's a lot more to it. But it's not all great. Like, they go to these events, they smile, they're there, they're making appearances, they're shedding light on a lot of really good causes. Like, they're helping a lot of people around the world. Like, it's a job. And it's a hard job. And it's not something that, you got to be able to turn it on right away. You're in a pissed off mood, you're having a bad day, doesn't matter. You got an event, you got to go. So there's a lot of pressure, and nobody sees that. Everyone, shows Oprah was saying stuff like to Harry, they're like, well, you were... when you were a bachelor, he goes, you were, so happy and had this. He goes, why? Because you saw a picture of me smiling? Like, you don't know what the hell's going on inside. Like, it was really eye-opening, and some of the things that went on, some, like my wife, she said to me, she was just like, well, if your father, if you would call, they can't do things. Like, they're so tied into the tabloids and the media in the UK. The royal family uses the media, hey, we're going to give you access, we're going to give you parties, we're going to let you do a lot of stuff here. You better make sure that you're all right.
Remember Meghan Markle?
I've said this in the past that I don't think she was on the episode. I think she came after mine.
She saw you and she's like, oh my God,
I gotta be on that show. Like, I gotta meet people like that. But no. So but yeah, so I did meet her at the 100th episode. Like meet her. I was like with her at the 100th episode because they brought the first 100 contestants, they brought them all back for like the big
reunion
episode.
Yeah.
Right.
What did you guys do there?
They picked 3 people that already played the game once to play the game again.
They didn't pick you?
No, I thought I had a chance though. I really did. I thought I had a chance.
Why?
Because my episode was electric.
Were they higher earners than you?
One guy lost $455,000. He said no deal. He went for it, all or nothing, lost it all.
Okay.
They brought him back.
That's what they want, ballsiness.
$650,000 offer, turns it down, goes for the $1 million, lost it all twice. like a
Well, that's what
and
they want. They want
all
people.
but all the 100 people in the damn audience
Also want to save money, by the way.
were screaming, "Don't be an idiot again! Don't be an idiot again!" Anyway, back to Meghan Markle.
Meghan.
They made a lot of. They threw a lot of shade and a lot of dirt on the royal family and they called it the firm.
What does she know, though?
What?
What does she know?
Well, she knows that basically she's been getting destroyed in the media nonstop for things supposedly that she said she didn't do. Now, there was an article saying that she made Kate Middleton cry, right? Her sister-in-law. And nobody disputed that. Kate Middleton never came out and said that wasn't true. Nobody from the royal family said that this is crazy, this is untrue. They just stayed quiet about it. She's getting destroyed over this, right, in the media. You know, all types of, she's ruining the royal family, she's American, like all this shit, right? But then she goes on Oprah. Now, I don't know, but this is what she said on Oprah. That it was the other way around. The reason for the, I guess, argument or whatever conflict was over bridesmaid dresses. Like, stop. This is ridiculous. But in the tabloids, it was over the bridesmaid dresses or flower girl dresses or something. Kate Middleton cried because, here goes Meghan Markle, the American, going at her and all this other shit. Supposedly, now Meghan Markle says, no, it was the opposite.
I believe that.
She cried because of what Kate was, whatever the fuck she did.
I believe that.
Well, I wouldn't believe it. I didn't believe it, and I wouldn't believe it until she said this. She said, I was the one that cried. She apologized to me. She even wrote me a handwritten letter. Boom! Done! End of story!
Where's the letter?
It
does. Where's the letter?
If you're lying about something, if you're telling a complete false fucking lie through your teeth, you're not making a statement like that.
About the letter?
That having a letter. She apologized to me multiple times. I accepted her apology. I even have a handwritten letter. You don't mention that letter if you don't have a letter. Okay? You don't. You don't do it. Doesn't matter.
Just hold it up. You don't got to open it. Just hold it up.
No. You don't do that. All right?
You also don't say that without actually having a letter, having a letter with you.
Oh, you don't make that statement. You don't dig that deep. If you're going to lie, you say, that's really not the way it went down. I actually cried. We had an argument, whatever, but she apologized. We're good. That's a lie.
Is she a good golfer or something?
Meghan
Markle?
Why the fuck are you asking me that?
Why the fuck are we talking about
Because
Meghan?
it's electric. This is like what's going on right now in the
know
world.
she was like a good golfer. Are you going to tie it in? Her.
I'm not tying it in. No, this is like whatever. The social.
Show's over.
What's going on? Newsweek. It's like the Newsweek section of the show.
Show's over.
No, the show's not over. But it was so much more.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought some race stuff into it, which, I mean, I get it. I feel like they basically said, look, these are the things that were happening that were not truthful, and nobody really came to their defense from within because they were afraid of, I guess, perception of the whole thing. So they just kind of like let them hang out to dry. If that's true, they blew it up. It was fucking electric. I can't even I
You're
can't
a
even put
gossip
into words.
girl.
What? No, give it to me.
I was just going to talk about the race thing.
The race thing.
Yeah, what did she say about that? Because I remember in the beginning, the media had this whole big thing.
Ronnie the gossip girl.
No, she basically said they were worried about what it was brought up to them, and he didn't dodge it, but he basically said, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to say who it was. He basically said that it happened, but he wasn't.
He's not bloodline. He was married into the royal family.
She.
Yes, she.
He's the prince. His father will be the king. His grandmother's the queen.
Why am I so confused with the fucking royal family?
There's the queen.
I know there's a queen.
Her son, who's like 80-something years old, will be the king when she finally goes for like a year. And his first son with Princess Di is going to actually be the king. His brother, Harry's brother, is going to be the king for a very long time. when the grandmother passes and then the father. But I mean, if I'm the father, my mother's the queen and she's still going. I'm 80 something. Make me the king for a day. I'm the king for the day. You know what? Pass it down to my son.
It's woman first, right?
No. What are you talking about? She's the queen because her father died. Her father was the king.
Right.
He had 2 daughters.
So the king is
the king.
the up and coming king. The king now, or who's gonna be the king? Is who?
There's 2 kings that are up and coming, so to speak. So there was the king. The king died, and he only had 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So his daughter, now there was nobody else.
This is what I hate. They don't teach us this in school.
Because we're not in England. We have presidents here. That's why.
But we should know. It's history.
Well, that's why you watch The Queen on Netflix. It's a good fucking show, or wherever it is. I think it's on Netflix.
Okay.
No, so the king died and only had 2 daughters. So his oldest daughter, he definitely played golf. So the queen, so that she became queen.
She plays golf too.
She had a son.
Right.
She's still alive. She's in like her 90s. Her son is like in his like late 70s. It's weird because she's still alive, so she's still the queen. When she dies, her first son becomes the king. But right, I mean, but he might go before she does.
So Prince Harry's father?
Prince Harry's father, correct.
Becomes the king.
Becomes the king for like a short period of time.
Until he dies.
Until he dies.
Right.
Or until he basically says, I'm going to just pass it down to my son because I'm only going to be here for, I mean, this is crazy. Pills.
No, he won't do that.
He won't do that, but he'll be the king for however long he lives.
Right. And who's next? The oldest brother?
The oldest brother.
Eldest brother.
Right. His older brother.
Eldest.
Harry's older brother. What's his name? William.
Looks like Mark Teixeira.
A little, yeah. A little, yeah. He looks like my old realtor, too.
He looks like Mark Teixeira.
Right. No, he does. So he'll be the king for a very long time.
Right,
because
until he
he's in
passes.
his 40s. So he'll be the king for like 60 years.
Then it's
50
Harry.
years, 40 years. No. Then it's his son. Then it's William's son.
Oh, wow.
It's the firstborn. So I would be the king. If my father was the king, I would be the king.
Firstborn.
My brother Anthony and my brother Tommy got nothing. They got shit. They're just a prince. Guy, go do some events. Say hello.
They're
to
princes.
people. That's it.
Princes.
But they took his princeship away. He's not a prince anymore.
So what is William's son's? He's a prince too?
William's son would be known as prince, but he's not.
So William's son, Harry's nephew, is going to have a higher status than him if he was still in the royal family?
William's, 100% yes. William's son is the actual king in waiting.
So that on the same level or no? When they're prince status?
No, because one's going to be the king one
One's
day,
not.
and the other one is always
That's
just going to
terrible.
be the
You
prince.
get shit out of luck if you're not the eldest. That's terrible.
Correct. Yeah. But I mean, but listening to the interview last night, I don't know if I would want it.
They don't fuck around in England though.
No, they don't fuck around. They don't fuck around.
How about those guys that stay
They own everything too. It's pretty crazy. But just the way that they took security away, and it was. It's just there's a lot more shit going on than people know. The interview was kind of interesting because it was kind of gossipy. It was kind of like,
What if they
but
execute
I
him?
do believe a lot of the stuff that they said. I think that he basically said, look, I tried reaching out for a certain amount of help and then wasn't getting it. And it's not necessarily that there's certain things that my family can do. It's not like a normal person. That's what I think that people are going to spin it out of control. And they're going to start blaming them. And I think this is actually going to probably turn out to be even worse than, hey, here's our side. Well, your side is just going to make people even hate you more. I think that's going to happen a lot, definitely in England, for sure over there. Because they threw a lot of shit out that's out there. But for here, I don't think people really even still going to get that it's not like I have a problem, I'm fearful of something, I'm going to go to my dad or my grandmother and they're not going to help me. Nobody can understand that. My wife had even said it. She's like, could you? I'm like, yeah, but it's not like me going to my father and saying, hey, Dad, I need this. Give me some help with this. There's a whole bunch of shit they can't do because it's I don't know. It's just whatever. It was fun. It was interesting. I liked it. Oprah was a good interview, Dude, I called it to interview. I called it. I said, babe, I guarantee you there's going to be nothing but insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies, the commercials, because of the high ratings. It was a
17
big
million.
time.
Yeah, it's decent amount of ratings. Not compared to Super Bowl.
There's no way it was only 17 million.
Okay.
Not a chance. Fact check it. All right, folks, that's it. I got nothing else. You got anything?
Yeah, if you want
You got anything? You don't have anything.
If you want another history channel, another stuff about baseball, not about golf, coming by next week. A history channel.
All right, so right around the 40-minute mark, you should just put a flash on the screen. The remainder of the show is about baseball and the royal family. Stay tuned or leave us. Either way, thank you. You should do that. That's kind of funny. All right, folks, that's it. That's all we got from you this week. Episode 60, autogram episode, apparently.
Quarterback autogram.
Quarterback autogram. Hall of Fame quarterback autogram. Appreciate having you folks. Do us a favor, as always. Keep it inside the leather!